So now we will go into 2D dynamic. So you just click here and go in the dynamic milling. So this is a very powerful command in milling operation. In this, most of the flute length of the tool just goes deep into the material and just take only little bit step overs, but in a very efficient manner. So we'll click here. So what we're gonna do, so we will take all this extra material on the sides, over here extra material, this extra material, this extra material, we're gonna take everything out. So first off, we're gonna go the outside. So if we're gonna machine outside of this part, so we have to, in this chaining option, we can see that there's a bunch of things. We will go in the machining region. So in the machining region, just go on level, turn on raw stock again, then select this one. So this is the outside. So we have selected the face, so that's why our face is selected. You can unselect it over here in the solid section, just loop and just select the outer edge. We don't want this side, we want this side, so click on other face, yeah, and click OK. And here we go. So over here, so we want to machine everything. We are telling Mastercam to machine everything, but not that part. So for that we have to go in avoidance region, select this again. We can go in loop. We have to turn off our raw stock and select the outer edge. See, we have all the edging outside, so we'll select the outer edge, other face, so everything is selected here outside. So we want to machine everything but not this area. So we're gonna click OK. We have to go from outside. So now everything is done here. We just click OK. Then over here we go into our tool section and we will select our tool. And in this case, we will going with flat end mill, and then we'll click on select library tool and go and we'll look for 1/2 inch flat end mill. Then click OK. Then we go in cut parameters. So we can also just right click on the tool and see what is a flute length, how is everything. We want to be maximum 2 inches, we can do that. We want our cutting flute 1.5 inch, we can do that, and then finish it. So in cut parameters, so here how we gonna do everything. So we're gonna do the climb cutting. So like this is a wall, if the tool goes from the left side and is climbing, this is called climb milling, and we should always go for the climb milling because they always provide the best finishing. So we're gonna leave this section like that. In step, or how much step you want to go in and out, so we will select like 20%. So we will leave this all the default settings, and here the cut optimization, to stock to leave on wall, so we want to leave like 20 thou, and stock to leave on floor, we don't want to leave anything on the floor, 0. So we click on depth cut and we turn on this depth cut and the maximum step. So according to the dynamic milling, the length we can go deep into the material is twice the diameter. So we have 1/2 inch diameter, so we can go 1 inch at one time. We don't want any finishing pass, nothing. We're gonna leave everything like this. And in the entry motion, go on a helix, and here in helix radius, you can it is recommended that it should be always less than radius. So the radius is 250, will go a little bit down to 40. Then in the linking parameter, so here everything is absolute, so we're gonna go in depth So we want to go at the end of the material, then on the top of the stock. This is the top of stock. I'm gonna leave everything like that. And on arc filtering, we're gonna not do anything. Make sure your planes are fine. So here the plane is not good, so we can go 3-axis top all the way. You can just click over here, so this value just transfers over here, and when you click over here, this transfer over here. So you can go into coolant, you can turn it on and off, then click OK. So as you see, this is not what we expected, because our plane was not what we were trying to do. So we can select, go name, 3-axis top. Make sure this is always 3-axis top. You can click on parameters, click on plane. Now the plane is good. Now we have to readjust our linking parameters. So depth is here, top of stock is here. So now here, and now this is dirty operation. So this is a red X means dirty operation. We can regenerate it by clicking here, regenerate all dirty operations. Now excess material is taken off. So I will do the same with this pocket and this pocket, and then we'll verify and see how this will do in real life. So we'll go deeper, and we're gonna machine dynamic milling inside this pocket and this pocket. So we can go again, dynamic milling. So what area we want to machine, machining region, we can select. We want to select inside this, you can click OK, and make sure your arrow is always towards left side of the wall. If we go this way, this is a conventional milling and the finishing will not be good, so we just reverse it. Now the arrow is on the other side. Now this will go, your finishing will be awesome. We select one, press OK, press again. We're gonna right click and then add, and we can select this one. So we have now two chains are here. So we will click on OK. So in the tool, we already have a tool 1/2 inch. We will work with that. For this cut parameter, we are going 20% step over. How much stock you want to leave on wall and on floor. So on wall we'll leave 20 thou, and on floor we'll leave 20 thou. So depth cuts, so we are 1/2 inch, we can go 1 inch at a time. We are not finishing. So an entry motion, we are not changing anything. Here we can change. So the top of the stock is this, and depth is here. So our planes are fine. Coolant, you can turn it on and off. So now you can see, and we can click on backplot. This animation comes, and when we play it, we will see the real life what the tool will do to our part. This is not good. See, this is feeding into our part. So what we have, we can change it. Go in parameter, then go in toolpath type, and in this change geometry, we machining region strategy. We have to stay inside, not outside. We are not coming from out, so we have to stay inside those areas. Then we click, and we regenerate. You can see now everything stays inside. You can run backplot and see. So this is the entry motion. This is going in, then it looks perfect. So now we will do the dynamic milling in this section, and as you can see we have a radius over here, and we have to take a tool with the radius. So how we can check what is a radius over here? So we can go on home, then there is an analyze section, there is a dynamic. To go in dynamic and make sure this face selection is on. When face selection is on, you just select the part here, and you can see over here the radius is 62 thou, and it remains same all the way. So we have to take the tool with the 62 thou radius. So we'll go again in Toolpath, in dynamic milling, and then we'll select our region and select this one, and this is a correct face. Okay, I'm gonna click OK, and then I'm gonna click OK again. So in the tool section, so this is a smaller area, we will go with small tool. Then we'll click on filter, then we're gonna click on this bull mill. So bull mill is a flat end mill with the radius at the edges. Then we'll click on select library tool, and we are going for 375. So 375 is the diameter with 62 thou radius. This is a perfect tool. Then we can go and cut parameters, so we can go 20% at a time. We're gonna leave 20 thou at the walls and 20 thou at the floors. Cut depth, so we can go twice, so you can go up to 750. And in entry motions you can do half of the radius, so I'll go around 150, something like that. Then linking parameters, everything absolute, so depth is over here, the top of the stalk is here. So let's see, our planes are fine, our coolant, turn our coolant on. So now there we go, we have a toolpath. So we will now verify and see how it will look. So you can select everything by clicking on toolpath and then go on verify selected operations. And now visually we will see how our programming will perform on real part. So we'll play it. So first operation is done, that was fast. Then you can see the second operation is here, 2 of 4 means second operation we are doing outside. You can see how the tool is doing everything. It's taking small 20% step overs and is buried deep into the material. So that's now we're gonna crank it up and see how our third operation has done. It's doing, it's the fourth operation. There's a fourth operation with the radius. So as you can see the move, just going deep into the material. So we can go and verify and turn on the color loop. When we turn on the color loop, the different operation will be shown in different color. So now we will go forward. So now we will machine this top part. We can see we have extra material. We have this much extra material. We have to take that off. We will do with dynamic milling. Just click on dynamic milling and then select the region. Just select it. We are going with loop only. Like we want to machine this whole area. But avoidance region, we don't want this area. So it means this minus this. So the tool will mill only the outside of this. Press OK, and then we are going from outside. So click OK. So click on tool. Then you can select that 1/2 inch. Holder is pre-selected, and when we will leave this same information, stepper we're gonna transfer 20, leaving stock on wall 20 thou, leaving stock on floor 20 thou. So the depth cut, we're gonna go 1 inch at a time. And the linking parameters, everything absolute. So the depth is this one, the top of the stock is this one. Our planes are fine. Our coolant, we're gonna turn it on. Let's see what we get. So see, we got a nice. So this is avoiding this top part and only machining this whole area. So now we were gonna do the dynamic operation in this little hole. So we'll click on dynamic mill. Then in the region, we're gonna go this area. I'm gonna select it. So make sure your arrow is climb milling. Then click OK. We have to stay inside this time. Press OK. This is smaller area, and so we have to go with small tool. You can click on filter. Then we are going with flat end mill. Then click on select the library tool, and then we will go find a smaller tool. 375 will be fine. Then on cut parameters, we are going again like 20 thou step over. Material we are leaving all this, and on floor we are not leaving anything, is 0 because it's empty at the bottom. We don't have anything, so we are not leaving anything on the bottom. So on floor 0, on the wall 20 thou. So depth cuts, we can go like maximum this much, and linking parameters depth. Clicking here on the top of the stock, I'm gonna click here. So on the plane section, all planes are fine. Coolant is on. We can click OK. Now we have a nice dynamic path over here. So now with dynamic milling we can finish this top part also. So just click over here, just right click and drag down. You will see this menu. You just click copy after. When you click open this, open the parameters, our tool will be same, everything will be same. So only we're gonna change is a bigger step overs, like we want to like 60 step overs, because we have only 20 thou material left. And on the wall we are leaving 20 thou, and on the floor we want floor finish. So depth cuts, this everything gonna be same. Linking parameters will be same. Click OK, just regenerate it, and we can see we have nice like big step overs, and we have finished our top area. So now we can see this all operations in verification, in verify selected operation. So the first tool, so in verify you can go and turn on the color loop. The first operation, you can stop here, like on every operation change the simulation will stop. So we'll press OK. So see, top is skimmed. And our second operation, our dynamic milling outside area. Dynamic milling the pockets, two big circles and a square. And this is dynamic milling at the top. Then we're going for the small circle. So done. I'm gonna finish this top area. Nice, beautiful big step overs. That's looking great.